Hello, how are you friend? In this video, I'll be showing you my workflow of how to check the status of your company. So I'm on the CIPC website, as you can see. I'll be using the CIPC e-services platform as well as the Biz portal. So let me log in on the e-services platform first. I'll go on the e-services box and I'll click continue and I'll land on the e-services page. So on this page, I'll click on login and enter my username or my customer code in this case, which is my username, yes, and my password. And then there is a security code that I must enter. It is case sensitive. So mobona u capital letter for capital letter, mobona small letter for small letter. Once that is done, I tick and accept the terms and conditions and then I log in. Alright, so on the landing page, a summary of your profile and a summary of the companies that you have under your name that you are a director on. So if you look at these companies, there's a status that you can see here. So if you are filing returns for your own company, you can see how much status the company are, which ones are in business, which ones are in final deregistration. And like e-services, you can also see if you are BO compliant, beneficial ownership compliant or not, or you are on the annual returns non-compliant. So it is separated in this view. So if you look at Usinamova Consult, I am compliant for the beneficial ownership, but I'm not compliant on annual returns. So once I'm done looking here, I click on transact on the top right to look for another company. So if this is not your company that you're filing for, you want to use this enterprise inquiry option. So enter the enterprise number, your company, the company registration number, as it's reflected on the CK document or any document that you are given by the client. And then you click on validate. So immediately you will see the enterprise details, the registration number, the enterprise number, the name, the type, and most importantly, the status. So this company is on AR deregistration process. So it's in danger of being finally deregistered. Then you'll see the registration date and the addresses of the company. And there's really nothing much that you can really find on this view. It's very limited, but at the very least, you can see the status of that particular company with the UAP process. And then you can see the director or the member. In this case, it's a company. You see the director of the company and the few digits of their ID number. So let's go on the Biz portal platform. Obviously, here's the website. It's bizportal.gov.za. But you can also Google it. If you want to enter in the address bar, you can just go on Google and just search Biz portal and then click on the bizportal.gov.za link. So this is the Biz portal platform. I click on log in and you basically need a South African ID number to log in, as it says there, but you can use the same login details that you have on the e-services platform, so the same password, but as your username, you do not use the customer account number, you use your ID number in this case, but it's the same password, it's the same login details as the e-services platform. So I'll type in my ID number, well, I've got those saved, and my ID number and my password, and then I click on login, where I'll then land on my profile page basically. So this is my user profile page on the Biz portal platform, and when I scroll down, I see AMA status, Alama companies again. So Cinema for Consulting, Auction Online Learning Academy, the ones that have been deregistered, finally Blackledge Capital and Blackledge Creations, and then there's the final one, Auction Investment. So you can see they just show you the overall status of your business, which the company is in business. and then the one that's been finally deregistered, which is final deregistration. So then it also has an annual return status. It doesn't have a beneficial ownership filing status. So are you compliant or not for BO purposes, for beneficial ownership declaration purposes. So it only shows the annual return status, unlike the e-services platform, which shows both. So if your company is still in the deregistration process, it will show the third sign, le engekho la kumina. Then you click on the view biz profile now. So you want to get into the company's specific details. So you click on the view biz profile button, and you land on the biz profile portal. So you can do your search by the enterprise name, by the enterprise number, or the ID number of the director. So the director's ID number is obvious. It's very straightforward. There's no need to think about that. So the enterprise number is a little bit tricky when you use it. So I kind of want to give you a few variations and examples of how to enter the enterprise number. So you can use a certain format of the registration number where it starts with a K. So notice here I have a small letter K. I put the K, the registration number, which starts with the year the company was registered, and then the middle digits. I don't put the 7 at the end, the 07 or so, and then I click on search, and it's invalid. So look now when I use a capital letter. So when I use a capital letter, it will then show the company's details just below yes. So if you use so you must note that it's case sensitive. So you have to use a capital letter on that K. Again, when you use a small letter K, it doesn't show up. So you have to use a capital letter K. Again, look, when I use a capital letter K, it shows up. So let's just wait a little bit. It's buffering, but it should show up. It will show up. Now my company details and my tax details just below, as you can see. So another way to search for a company, what I used to do and what most people will do, is that they'll enter the whole company registration number with the year, the forward stroke, and then the numbers in the middle, and then the forward stroke, and then the last 2 digits, which is 07 for a private company. And then you click on search. So when you enter the company registration number in that format, the biz portal will correct you and enter it in the K format. And then once it's entered, it's in the K format, then you click on search again, and then the details, once you've clicked on search again, then will then pop up. So it will correct you and use the K format. So as you can see now, again, we can see the company details. So let's now proceed where I want you guys to search for information. So the most important tabs are the company details tabs, the enterprise history tab, and the auditor and annual returns tab. So I'll first click on the company details tab and see what pops up on the tab. So on the company details tab, it's similar to the e-services tab where we saw Gamele company, enterprise name, and the registration date, as well as the enterprise status. So now you can see what's the status of this company, just like you saw on the e-services platform. Sitting status of a company. So this is what the e-services platform shows, and they're similar to this biz portal platform. But where biz portal then trumps or is better than the e-services platform is that there are 2 other tabs that give you more information about the company. So let's look at the auditor and annual returns tab. So this tab basically shows you a company, has it ever filed annual returns. So on the filed annual returns table, that's where you're gonna see AMA returns that have been filed for this company in previous years. And then just below that, there's another table that is headed outstanding annual returns. So lapho the annual returns that are outstanding for this particular company. So for this one, it has 2 years that are outstanding. So 2024 and 2025. And then just below that, there is the Enterprise History tab. So this basically is a documentation of history of communication between you and the CIPC. Really, it's where CIPC has communicated with you. So, and gives you notices. So this company on the 24th of October 2025, it was issued with a notice, the COR 40.3 notice, which is a notice of being in the deregistration process. There's a very important notice. Maybe you've received this notice or an email that tells you that your company is in the deregistration process. And then below that, it's notification when the company was registered, other notifications when CIPC sent you information about filing your annual returns. So basically that's the base profile and how you can search for your company. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Hi friend. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think can use it. Also like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps us grow. Yabonga kakhulu, correct moja.